Hello! Do you know what time it is? It's Nayxerr time. And today I'm here with a bit of a special series. It's gonna be a new series on my channel, and I will not have a set day or set time for each week with this series. It's mostly gonna be when I got an idea that I want to show people, and I will make a video of it. So in this series I will help you people who feel like you need a little bit like you need a few hints, tips, tricks on how to make your build a lot better looking. I'm not gonna say that I'm a good builder. I'm not gonna say that these tricks is the best way to do it, but I'm gonna say that this is what I think this is what I think looks good and what makes a build look good. So let's just start off. I have made a row here with different things. So I will go step by step and talk about it. So first one is pretty simple, a base. You need some sort of a base for your wall or build. I forgot to talk about that. This is gonna be a basic design for a wall. In the end you can see I have made the full house, so then we will look at what it looks like when it's on each side of a house. But here you can see, here's a wall. It's pretty basic. You need a base for your design. Of course, you need somewhere to start, so why not start with just a simple wall? Then you need some sort of layers. Let's just show it here on the back side actually. So don't I would recommend to not do this if you don't do it in the background as a design, but if you just have it like this, it's still kind of boring because it's so flat. You want to make it a little bit more interesting, so make the logs pop out. It's a pretty simple thing that I know a ton of builders do, but if you didn't know, this may help your design. It may look a little better. So next one, windows. Of course, you want to look through. When you're on the inside, you want to look out. Even if we're on the outside now, but you can see like it's beautiful. There's nothing there, but at the same time, I put some stairs above to kind of give it a little bit of a design there too. You can keep it. Let's do this. You can just keep it like that. Gets kind of boring, but then also you can put it down here, but I don't really like it. I just wanted it on the top one. Losing my voice. So I just put in some windows here and there. You don't need to do like I did here and put it on both. You can just put it on one and have some other design over here or something like that. But also be prepared to do some designing with the windows to make it so it's not just a window there and think it's a good detail. Like, it's good enough, but it's still kind of boring if you want to make it really good looking. So let's put away these. Next one, stairs or cobble that I'm using here. Try to not use, if we do this, don't use oak. It will get too much oak and it's just boring at like the whole build will just be oak wood planks. That would be extremely boring. Only time you should do that is if you have a challenge where you have to just use oak wood. You can't use anything else. Then I can accept that you do it. But otherwise, I recommend to use either cobble, stone, other wood colors, just to give it some other detailing, colors to the build and that kind of stuff. And next one, we are detailing the stairs. As you can see, I've detailed them differently on each side. The reason why I also put two cobble slabs like this here and not a wall is if we go over to this side, you can see that I made a tiny bit of a wall here too. So if it's a corner, you want it to look kind of the same on both sides. So that's why I have slabs on both sides and not a wall. But that's something you can do differently. That's how I did it. So I just put some slabs up to give it a little bit of extra detail, and the walls as kind of like it's detailing the wall now Like when I say walls, I mean cobble walls, of course. So it kind of details the wooden wall, like gives in a few more layers. Of course, you have like this layer, it goes in a little bit here, then it pops out again, then it goes all the way in the wall. You have a staircase going there, then you have it go out a little bit on both sides. It gives a ton of layers, which makes the whole build a lot more interesting to look at. Next one, we just put some slabs on top to kind of fill in the frame that we have worked on this wall. So now we have 2 frames around the window, which makes the window a little bit more interesting to look at. And as you can see, it kind of worked pretty well with the stairs there. But as I said earlier, that's something you can change. You can put it like that, but still, it's kind of boring to me. So I put some stairs here. I put some stairs to make it a little bit more interesting to look at. Also, the stairs are not perfect, but I think they fit kind of good with glass panes, as you can see there. Also, you can use glass blocks, but then it's even more boring. Glass panes makes the whole build a lot more interesting to look at. Then we are adding some more color, and now I put a cobble wall. I'm calling it a cobble slab wall kind of thing, because this is an extra, like it gives the frame of the bushes that we placed in, and it kind of frames in the build. I don't really know how to explain it, but that's what I think, and I think it looks pretty good, to be honest. And the reason also why I'm using cobble is because cobble is actually my favorite detailing block. I really like cobble. It's such a easy block to get, and it's good looking in my opinion. Next one. Now we are getting to the interesting part. This is the last step before the house, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Now we have stone bricks at the bottom. As you can see, we have just wood here. Pretty boring. Yep. We have stone bricks here, and we also added some spruces on each side of the windows. So you can see from here to there. So that makes the whole build pretty much, or the wall. Now let's look at the house. This is what I made for the house. So as you can see, I kind of went with the simple part. Something I actually noticed now by myself is that since we have spruce down here and we don't have spruce up here, it's something that I completely missed. It gets kind of boring actually. So let's just fix this on camera actually. Let's just pop some spruce planks in there, if we can get them in there like that, and let's try some stone brick here. So it kind of creates the same design that we have at the bottom, but in a smaller space. It looks okay, meh. To be honest, I don't really like that. I don't really like the stone brick up here. It's more of like the base, the bottom layer of the build. So let's just put spruce all the way up. I don't know if you can hit that. Yes, we can. So let's put spruce all the way up to the top like that. That creates a little bit more interesting thing to look at. So as you can see, we have a roof now. I have missed so many things with this roof. So yeah, we have a roof. As you can see, I continue around. This part is kind of plain. That's because I didn't plan this build that much. I just threw it together, so I didn't really plan this part out, and then I couldn't come up with anything. But I think it looks pretty good actually to just leave it empty there. Then we go around to this side. We have the same thing up here, so let's just add it. This is a good planning on my part. Am I able to do that? Yes, I am. So let's put the spruce down and like that. And then, yeah, we have the same part here. And then on this side, I put a door. Just something simple. Kind of looks not that great, to be honest. But I kind of just went with that design. And then on the inside, I don't have anything. This is something I may work on in the future. Maybe in any future episode to have kind of the interior of this build. I will show maybe some stuff that I would do for to kind of create the inside a little bit more interesting. But that's pretty much the basic of this build. Also, You may think that this roof is pretty boring too. Yes, I know, but that's also something we may work on in the future. In this episode I wanted to work on the wall, not the whole house. So that's why I didn't do the interior or the roof. So that's something I will leave for the future, but this episode we worked on this wall pretty much. So from that boring wall in the beginning, that one over there, we got a beautiful looking wall with a lot of detail. Yes, I know, it takes a lot of time to build this, since you have to place each block, and it can be pretty annoying, but in the end, what you have done looks amazing. So with that, I'm gonna end the first episode here, and I really hope you like this episode of my building guide, and I hope my tips and tricks around here helped you in some way, and that your builds will look a lot better. And something I planned is that I will maybe stream when I work on these kind of builds. I make a build and I stream it, and then I make a video where I go through step by step and talk about what I have done and why I did it like I did it and that kind of stuff. So with that, I'm gonna end the episode here. So hope you like this episode, and I will see you in the next video or stream. That's gonna be it. Nayxerr time ends here.